Welcome to my channel for comprehensive tutorials on fundamental principles to complex problems. I'll cover it all. Feel free to share, subscribe for more contents. Thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome back to a new episode in which we are going to discuss exercise 33 that you can find on page 95. If you have a textbook with you, and in case if you need PDF of this book, you can message me on my WhatsApp number provided. Now, in this exercise, we are going to be solving word problems using quadratic equations and word problems and real life situations using quadratic equations. And quadratic equation, as you know, can be solved in many ways. First method I have explained you already, that is to factorize the quadratic equations, and second is to using a quadratic formula, and third one was completing a square. So frequently we'll be using these three methods. So in this question it says two numbers which differs by 3 have a product of 88. That means there are two numbers that differs. For example, first number is x, so second number is going to be x plus 3. The difference between them is a 3, taking positive integers. So when we product means multiplication. So we multiply x with x minus 3 gives us 88. So when we expand this bracket, this gives us x squared minus 3x equals 88. Now this becomes a quadratic equation when I bring 88 on the left hand side of the equation equals 0. And once we factorize this, you know very well that 11 times 8 is an 88, and 11 minus 8 is going to give us a 3. So I will factorize in such a way that to give us x squared minus 11x and plus 8x is going to give us a minus 3. Minus 88 equals 0. Now x is common in first and second, and writing this once again, plus 8. So x plus 8 and x minus 11 are the two factors to give you this equation. That means x plus 8 equals 0 and x minus 11 also equals 0. That means x equals negative 8 and x equals positive 11. That means these numbers are 8 and 11, 8 and 11. Now moving on to question number 2. It says the product of two consecutive numbers. So that means one number is x and the other number is x plus 2. So when we multiply them together, it gives us 143. That means x multiplied by x plus 2 gives us 143. Now the factors of 143 are 11 and 13, and x squared plus 2x minus 143 becomes an equation, and x squared plus 13x minus 11x gives us plus 2, and minus 143 equals 0. And this gives us x plus 13 in one bracket. Copy down this bracket as it is without any change, and minus 11 comes here. So x minus 11 and x plus 13 are going to be two factors. That means x minus 11 equals 0 and x minus 13 also equals 0. That means x equals 11 and x minus 13 is going to be another value. So these are the two values, 11 and 13 can be used to get 143. Now moving on to question number 3. It says the length of a rectangle exceeds the width by 7. That means if I see the width as is equals to x, so the length is going to be equals to x plus 7. Now in here, what it says, when area is when you multiply the length and the width. That means x multiplied by x plus 7 gives us 60. So this gives us x squared plus 7x minus 60 becomes an equation. And we know very well 12 times 5 is a 60, and 12 minus 5 is giving us a 7. So x square plus 12x minus 5x minus 60. This way it can be written, and x is common in first and second. Copy down as it is, no change, and minus 5 will be written here. So x minus 5 is going to be one factor, and x plus 12 is going to be another factor. So x is equals to 5. That means so that this is going to be the width. 5 is the width, and exceeds 7. That means 12 is the length of this rectangle. Moving on to question number 4. In this situation, width you can consider as x, and when we multiply these two together, it becomes x square plus x plus 2 whole square equals 10, according to the condition. And in here it says that x square, solving this bracket first, it gives a x square plus 4x plus 4 equals 10. That means it's going to be, so this is going to be also square. This becomes 100. So it's going to be 2x square and plus 4x and plus 4 equals 100. So this becomes 2x square plus 4x minus 96. These are the values, and you divide the whole thing by 2, gives us x square plus 2x and minus 48. This is the equation, and in here we can use quadratic formula. A equals 1, b equals 2, and c equals negative 48. Putting the values, minus b means minus 2, and plus minus, taking the discriminant, which is going to be 2 square minus 4a, and c is negative 48 over 2 times a, which is 1. So first value is going to be plus 2, minus 2, and plus minus under root, this becomes 4. And the second value is going to be plus 192 over 2. And in here we get minus 2 plus minus under root, it becomes 196 over 2, and 196 gives us a 14. So first value is going to be plus 14 over 2. Second value is going to be negative minus 14 over 2. This gives us 12 over 2. This gives us 16 over 2. This gives us 6. And this gives us 8. So now the width is 6. Width is 6. And additionally 2, it's going to be, length is going to be 8. So that's the answer we get for question number 4. Moving on to question number 5. In here, I will bring this guy a little over here. When it comes to question number 5, it says the area of a rectangle exceeds the area of a square by 24. Just to mention, this image was over here, which is by mistake. This diagram doesn't belong here. Okay, so this image was for question number 5. In here you can see that this is the length of square, and we multiply together, and we multiply these two together, so it gives us different equations. Let's see. Area of a rectangle is x minus 3 multiplied by x minus 6. So this is the area of a rectangle. I can mention area of rectangle, and area of square will be equals to x minus 7 multiplied by x minus 7. These are the two equations that we have. Now when we multiply this equation, this gives us x square minus 3x minus 6x and plus 18. And this equation, of course, gives us x square minus 14 minus 14x and minus gives us plus 49. So these are the two equations that we have. And now we are going to be putting them together. Minus 9x plus 15. Actually, it is 18. And x square minus 14 plus 49. This exceeds by 24. Now in here, we know very well these two can be cancelled. And if I bring everything on one side of the equation, this gives us 49 minus 14 is going to give us minus 14, and this is x minus 14x. This is minus 14x plus 49 and 24 is going to give us a 73. Let's break this out. So in here it's going to be 9x minus 9x, 9x plus 18, and in here we have negative 14x plus 49 plus 24, 73, and we put terms together. So minus 9x plus 14x equals 73 minus 18 to give us 5x equals 55, and this gives us x equals 11, which is the answer for this question. Moving on to question number 6. In here it says the perimeter of a rectangle. In question number 6, if I consider length as x and width, which is a different number, as y, so diagonal means the something like this. I must make it, and distance from here to here is a diagonal. So it says the perimeter of a rectangle is 68. That means 2 times x plus y equals 68, or we can say x plus y equals 34, and y equals 34 minus x. This is the value of y. Now comes second part, in which it says that this length and this length, and we are talking about this one. So we use Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem, it says that x square plus y square equals 26 square, using Pythagoras theorem. So in here, if we substitute the value of y, so this is going to give us x square plus 34 minus x square equals 26 square. This gives us x square plus 1156, and plus minus is a minus. This gives us minus 68, and plus x, and this comes equals 26 square is going to be 276. Now we have a quadratic equation here. So x square and x square gives us a 2x square and minus 68x and plus 1156 minus, it is 676, and when do the calculations, it's going to be 2x square minus 68x and plus, it's going to be 480. Dividing the whole thing by 2 gives us x square minus 34x plus 240 equals 0. Now we put this into quadratic equation. If I bring everything here, now the value of a is 1, b equals negative 34, and c equals 240. So this gives us minus 34 minus b plus minus under root b square is 34 square minus 4, a is a 1, c is 240 over 2 times a, which is a 2. So this gives us 34 plus minus under root 34 square is giving us a 1156 and minus 960 over 2. So we get 34 plus minus subtracting gives us 196 over 2, which is the root of 14. So I will write 34 plus 14 over 2 and 34 minus 14 over 2. So 34 plus 14 is going to give us a 48 over 2, and 34 minus 14 is going to give us a 20 over 2. So we have 24 and 10. These are the two answers that we get. That means 24 times 10 is the answer. Moving on to question number 7. In here, I will put this guy a little up. Now this guy is traveling towards north. North means this way, and from here east this way. So this is going to form a right angle triangle. So we are going to find out. So when it comes to question number 6, it says north position, if I say consider as x, and due east, it's going to be x plus 7 according to the condition, and plus 7 square is going to give us 17 square using Pythagoras theorem. This is x and this is x plus 7. So we need to find out this using Pythagoras theorem. This gives us x square plus 14x plus 39 equals 17 square is going to give us a 289. Now in here we have 2x square plus 14x and plus 49 and minus 289 is going to give us a minus 289. So minus 240 equals 0. Dividing the whole thing by 2 gives us x square plus 7x and minus 120. Now putting this in a quadratic equation, a equals 1, b equals 7, and c equals 120, negative 120. So minus 7 plus minus under root b square is 7 square minus 4a, and c is minus 120 over 2 times a, which is a 2, and minus 7 plus minus under root 49 plus 120 times 4 is going to give us a 480 divided by 2. This gives us two different answers. One is minus 7 plus minus, I better write here, plus minus 7 plus minus 49 plus 480 is going to give us 529 over 2, and 529 is the root of 23, so I will write plus 23 over 2 and minus 7 minus 23 over 2. So 23 minus 7 is giving us 16 over 2, and this gives us 30 over 2, and this is 8. So 8 plus 7 is going to give us a 15. So due north, it has moved 8 kilometers, and due east, 8 plus 7 is going to be a 15. Because this is negative distance is not possible, so we'll take a positive value. Moving on to question number 8. This is about a farmer makes a profit. Let's see how do we do this. According to the condition, equation what we have is x times x plus 5 equals 84. So x square plus 5x minus 84 is going to be quadratic equation. And when we solve using factorization, x square plus 12 times 7 is 84. So plus 12x minus 7x minus 84 is a 0. And x is common in first and second, x plus 12 and x plus 12 again, and minus 7. So that means x minus 7 is first factor and x plus 12 is another factor. So x minus 7 equals 0, x plus 12 also equal to 0, and x is equals to 7. X equals negative 12, which is not possible. So x will be equals to 7, and 7 plus 5 is going to give us a 12. This is the final answer for this question. When it comes to question number 9, according to the given condition, it says that Chirag buys x8 at x minus 8. That means these two are going to be multiplied, x and x minus 8. These two when multiplied and added to another condition, which is x minus 2 and x minus 3 is equals to 175. I have made it into cents. So this gives us x square minus 8x, and when we solve these two brackets, it gives us x square minus 2x minus 3x and plus 6 equals 175. Now x square and x square gives us 2x square, and minus 8 minus 3 and minus 2 gives us minus 13x, and plus 6 minus 175 equals 0. So 2x square minus 13x, this gives us minus 169 equals 0. Now we know very well that 13 times 26 is equals to the product of 169 times 2. So what we are going to use is 2x square plus 13x minus 26x minus 169 equals 0. That means 2x square will be equals to common between the first and second is 2x, and x is remaining. So plus 13, and x plus 13 will be in another bracket, and here it's going to be minus 26. So 26 13 times 2, wait, it's going to be 2x square plus 13x minus 26. So I will keep it a different way. What I can do is I will take just x common, and 2x will be in the bracket plus 13x, and 2x plus 13 in the another bracket, and minus 13 is going to be, so x minus 13 in one bracket, and x is going to be 2x plus 13 in another bracket, and x minus 3 will be equals to 0, and 2x plus 13 is going to be in another bracket. So x will be equals to 3, and 2x is equals to negative 13 over 2. That means this is not possible. Minus 6.5 is not possible. So only possibility is to have x positive, is x equals 3, which is the answer for this question. Moving on to question number 10. It says number x is 4 times reciprocal by 3. Reciprocal is opposite, like 3 has reciprocal of 1 over 3. So in here, condition is x minus 4 over 3, 4 over x is equals to 3. This is the condition. And when we multiply everything by x, so this gives us x square minus 4 equals 3x. This gives us x square minus 3x minus 4 equals 0. And factorizing this, it's going to give us minus 4x plus x minus 4 equals 0. X is common in first and second, so x minus 4 will come in another bracket, and plus 1 will be here. So x plus 1 and x minus 4 both are the factors, which is equals to 0. That means x equals minus 1 and x equals plus 4. So taking plus 4 as the answer, and it says need to find the number. So number is x equals 4. Now moving on to question number 11. In question number 11, it says two numbers differs by 3. Two numbers differs by 3. That means a minus b equals 3. And the sum of their reciprocal is 7 over 10. Reciprocal means 1 over a plus 1 over b is equals to 7 over 10 according to the condition given in the question. Now in here it says the value of a equals 3 plus b, or b plus 3, both are same. In here if I substitute, this becomes 3 plus b plus 1 over b equals 7 over 10. Now solving this, it's going to give us b plus 3 plus b over b times 3 plus b is equals to 7 over 10. Now on top here you can see there are two b's, 2b plus 3 and b 3 plus b equals 7 over 10. So when we cross multiply, that gives us 10 times 2b plus 3 equals 7b multiplied by 3 plus b. This gives us 20b plus 30, and in here 21b plus 7b square. Now we will keep 30 here itself, and 21 minus 20 plus 7b square gives us, this is 21b and this is 20b. So this gives us minus b plus 7b square and minus 30. So technically it is going to be 7b square and minus b minus 30. Now this has become a quadratic equation. In here we can solve this by using factorization, and 7 times 30 is going to be 210, and when we factorize we get 7b square plus 10b and minus 21. 21b is going to give us minus 30, and in here what is common is b. B is common, 7b plus 10. 7b plus 10 will be in another bracket equals 0, and minus 3 is going to be the number. So b minus 3 in one bracket and 7b plus 10 in another bracket equals 0. We know very well that b equals 3, and this value is going to be negative. So 7b equals minus 10, which is equals to minus 10 over 7, which is not possible. We don't consider this, so the value of b is 3. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 12. In question number 12, it says cyclists travel 40 kilometers at a speed of x kilometers. So the time difference equations, there are going to be two equations. Time difference equation is going to be 40 over x minus 40 over x minus 2, because the difference is 2, is equals to 1 hour. Now in here, cross multiplication is going to be done. 40 multiplied by x minus 2 minus 40x, and down below you have x and x minus 2. So 1v is equals to 1. Now this is going to give us a 40x minus 80 and minus 40x is equals to x square minus 2x. Now we can see very well that these two can be cancelled. So x square minus 2x plus 80 is going to be the equation. Now in here we can factorize this. 10 times 8, so x square minus 10 x plus 2x and plus 80, this is going to be the equation. And in here x is common, x minus 10 in one bracket, another bracket, and plus 2 will be kept here. So x plus 2 equals 0, x minus 10, these are two factors, x plus 2 equals 0 and x minus 10 equals 0. So this is going to give us a negative value, this is going to give us a positive value, which is 10. So 10 kilometers per hour is the answer for this question. Moving on to question number 13. I'll just bring it here. According to the given condition, it is going to be 32 over x and minus 32 over x plus 4 is going to be added, which is equals to 4 hours. So in here we do the cross multiplication. So 32 multiplied by x plus 4 minus 32 times x, which is the denominator, and this is going to be x plus 4 equals to 4. Now in here this gives us a 32x plus 32 times 4 is going to give us 128 minus 32x is equals to 4x multiplied by x plus 4. So this gives us 32x plus 128 minus 32, or better cancel this over here itself. We can do the cancellation. These two are going to be cancelled, and this is going to be 4x square plus 16 minus 128 is going to be the equation. Now divide the whole thing by 4 to give us x square plus 4x minus 32 equals 0. Now we can do the factorization. X square minus 4x, 4 times 8 is a 32, and plus 8x minus 32. We can see common in the first and second, x minus 4, copy down the bracket as it is, and plus 8 is going to be here. So x plus 8 is one factor and x minus 4 is another factor. So x plus 8 equals 0, which is going to give us a negative answer, which is not required, and x minus 4 equals 0, That means x equals 4. So 4 kilometers per hour is the actual speed. X equals 4 kilometers per hour. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 14. In here, it says a train normally travels 240 kilometers at a certain speed. One day, due to a bad weather, the train speed is reduced by 20 kilometers per hour so that the journey takes 2 hours longer. Find the normal speed. So in here, according to the condition, so this is the speed, and when it comes to making an equation, it becomes something like this: x minus 20, speed becomes 20 less, it takes 2 hours. Now in here, doing the cross multiplication once again, 240 multiplied by x minus 2, x minus 20, and then minus 240 multiplied by x, give us x, and x minus 20 equals 2. This gives us 240x, and 240 multiplied by 20 is going to give us 4800 minus 240x. Now multiply by 20x and x minus 20. Now this in here, these two are going to be cancelled. This gives us 20x square, 20x square minus 400x, and plus 4800. I'll bring this guy over here. Now in here, we divide the whole thing by 20. This gives us x square minus 20 x and plus 2400 equals 0. And in here, factorization 40 times 60 is going to give us 2400. So we'll factorize this: x minus 40x plus 60x. In fact, is plus 40 and minus 60. Plus 40 and minus 60 plus 2400 equals 0. That means in here, x is common, x plus 40, x plus 40 once again, and minus 60 would be here. So x minus 60 is one factor, and x plus 40 is another factor. So x minus 60 equals 0, which is giving us a positive value. X plus 40 equals 0 gives us negative, so we will not consider this one. X is equals to 60 kilometers per hour was the original speed. Moving on to question number 15. In question number 15, it says there are two conditions. Time for 12 kilometers with wind. That means this is going to give us time for same distance of 12 kilometers with wind, and time for 12 kilometers against wind. Time for 12 kilometers without wind. Two are the conditions. For the first one, it's going to be 12 over x plus 1, and in here it's going to be 12 over x minus 1. Two are the different conditions, and this gives us 5 kilometers. The difference, 5 hours difference it becomes. That means it's going to be, when adding these two, x plus 1 and 12 over x minus 1, gives the difference of 5 hours. So again here we cross multiply. This becomes 12 x minus 1, and again 12 will multiply by x plus 1, and the denominator is going to be x plus 1 and x minus 1. As you can see, is the difference of squares. So first one will give us 12x plus 12 and plus 12x plus 12 equals 5x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 1. So in here it's going to give us 24x plus 24, and this is a negative 12 in fact. Negative 12, so these two are going to be cancelled, and this is going to be a 0. Now in here it's going to give us 5 square minus 5. That means 5 square and minus 24x minus 5 is going to be the equation. And in here we can do the factorization. This is going to give us 5x square minus 25 plus 1x minus 5 equals 0, because 5 times 5 is a 25, and minus 25 plus 20 plus 1 is going to give us a negative 24. So 5x is not x. This is an x over here. So 5x is common in both of them, and x minus 5 is going to be the first factor, x minus 5, and in here plus 1. So 5x plus 1 is one factor, and x minus 5 is another factor. This is going to give us a negative, so x equals 5 kilometers per hour is the answer. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 16. For question number 16, let's see the difference between these two angles. The difference between these two angles is, let's see, the difference between two angles is 225 minus 135 equals 90 degree. That means we are dealing with a right angle triangle. So something like this, I better make using this. Something like this. And we are supposed to find out the hypotenuse. Now distance is given, hypotenuse is already given. If I consider this one and this one as distance, so equation becomes d square plus d square equals 550, which is given. So 2d square equals 550. So d square will be equals to, this is going to be a big value, which is 30.2500. So d square is d is going to be equals to 151,250. So that means d is going to be equals to 388.68 kilometers. So distance from here to here is going to be 388.68 kilometers. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 17, a bit tricky one. Now, in this question, before we proceed, we should understand that we are talking about a figure which is AB is 12 and BC is 7, and all the other values like AK, BL, CM, and DN, these are all X values. We have no idea how what is the value of them. We need to find X first. Now, in here, according to the first condition, or if I say, first of all, understand where these vertices stands. So vertices are K stands at X and 7, and L stands at 12 and 7 minus X, 7 minus X, and M stands at 12 minus x and 0, and n stands at 0 and x. These are the four places where they stand. According to the first part of the question, it says, first part, it says that x is multiplied by 7 minus x and plus x and 12 minus x. These are the two values. When we multiply together, we come to understand that it is minus x square and plus 12x, and plus minus is a minus x square. So this gives us minus 2x square and plus 19x. This is the first condition of the question if you see. Now comes second part. I'm doing right in front of you so that you can understand better. Second part says that 7 times 12 plus 7 minus x and 12 minus x. First we see what do we get with this. We get 84 from here, and we when multiplied together it gets 84 minus 12x minus 7x plus x square. Now when we expand the bracket or just simplify it, we get 84 minus 19x and plus x square. So when we solve this, we get x square minus 19x and plus 168. These are the two equations we get, first and second part. Now we get area. How do we get area? Half of 19x 19x minus 2x square. This is the first part, minus 168, or if I make it much easier, to x square minus 19x plus 168. We simplify in the bracket itself first to get 19x minus 2x square minus x and plus 19x and minus 168. So in the bracket itself, what we get is minus 2x, and 1x gives us minus 3x and plus 38x and minus 168. This is what we have found as the equation. Now area of KLMN is 54. That means this whole thing is going to be equals to 54. I will rewrite this, and I take this 2 on the other side and multiply 54 to give me minus 3x square plus 38x and minus 168 equals 108, because this 2 is multiplying with 54 to give you 108. This gives us minus 3x square plus 38x minus 168 minus 108 equals 0. So this gives us this, we should take it as minus 54. This gives us plus. So minus 3x square plus 38x, and this gives us negative 60 equals 0. Now when we divide by minus 1, we get 3x square minus 38x and plus 60. So now these are the values of a, b, and c. A equals 3, b equals negative 38, and c equals 60. Minus b value is kept in the value of b, plus minus under root minus 38 square minus 4a and c, and 2 times a is going to give us a 6. Now I have two different values. It is first 38 plus minus under root 38 square is going to give us 1444 and minus 720 over 6, and 38 plus minus under root 144 minus 720 is going to give us 724 over 6. The value of this is going to be 26.91. So I will use this value, 38 plus 26.91 over 6, and second value I will use 38 minus 26.91 over 6. Now we get 64.9, 1 divided by 6, and in here we get 11.09 over 6. So this is going to give us 10.8, and this is not acceptable because it is more than 7. Not possible because it is greater than 7. So the next value is 1.84, which is close to 2, which is acceptable answer for this question. Moving on to question number 18, which is similar. Similar triangle is used, similar shape actually. In question number 18, the diagram is same, but the dimensions are different. As you can see, AB is 14 and BC is 11, and all these small parts like BL and AK and ND and MC or CM both are X values that you can be seen over here also. Now, according to the conditions given in the question, uh, go for the first part. First part says that when it comes to positive terms, first part it says that when this value is multiplied by this one and plus x is 14 minus x. These two are the points when added together to get you 11x minus x square and plus 14x and minus x. So these two are going to give us minus 2x square and 25x. This is going to be the outcome for this point. Now when it comes to second part of the question, it says that 11 multiplied by 14 plus 11 minus x and 14 minus x. When these two are added, see what we get, 154, and plus this one solves together, it gives us 154 minus 14x minus 11x and plus x square. When these two are solved together, it gives us plus 154, and these two are going to give us 25 minus 25x and plus x. So once these are all solved, this gives us 200, actually it gives us 308 minus 25x plus x square, or in terms of quadratic equation we can write this way also. This is the equation that we have got. Now we find the area. To get the area, we know very well that this is going to be 25 minus 2x square when subtracted from x square minus 25x plus 308. It gives us half of 25x minus 2x square minus x square plus 25x and minus 308. Simplification gives us this. Now it is going to be negative 3x square plus 50x minus 308. Now we know very well that this is equals to 97, which is given in the question itself. You can see here. Now this 2 is going to go other side and multiply by 97. So this gives us 3x square plus 50x minus 308, and this becomes 194. 194. Now we have two different equations. We are going to get minus 3x square plus 50x minus 308, and this is going to be plus 194, and here we are going to divide, but before that we simplify. This gives us minus 114 equals 0. Now we can divide this by minus 1 to give us 3x square minus 50x and plus 114. So the value of A is a 3, value of B is negative 50, and C is 114. Putting this into the equation, quadratic formula, minus B plus minus under root B square minus 4AC over 2A. Always remember that to memorize this is going to be a good idea. Minus 50 and plus minus under root minus 50 square minus 4. A is a 3 and C is 114 divided by 2 times A, which is 3, so give you a 6. So in here I get 50 plus minus, this is going to give us 2500 and minus 1368 divided by a 6. Solving it further gives us 50 plus minus, subtraction gives us 1132 divided by 6. So we got two values, 50 plus under root 1132 gives us 3363 divided by 6. Second value gives us 50 minus under root 33. 33.6 should be removed, divided by 2. This is not there. So 50 plus 33.6 over 6, and this is going to be 50 minus 33.6 divided by 6. So these two values are going to be used. Second value is 16.37 divided by 6. This gives us 13.2.73. Round 3 is the answer for this question. 2.73 can be rounded off to 3 very easily. Moving on to question number 19. It says the numerator of a fraction is 1 less than the denominator. When both numerator and denominators are increased by 2, the fraction increased by 1 over 12. So we say denominator equals x. So the numerator is going to be equals to x minus 1, 1 less. That means 1 less is going to be added to. And when subtraction gives us 1 over 12. Simplifying the fraction, on the left hand side, x plus 1 over x plus 2 minus x minus 1 over x equals 1 over 12. So when cross multiply, x will be multiplied by x plus 1 minus x minus 1 is multiplied by x plus 2 over x multiplied by x plus 2. Further simplification gives us x square plus x minus, when we solve this in the bracket itself, x square plus 2x minus x minus 2 over x plus 2 equals 1 over 12. So in here we get x square plus x minus x square, and this gives us a minus 1 minus 2x plus x minus 2 over x plus 2 equals 1 over 12. So in here, this one and this one got cancelled, and 2x minus x is going to give a this one and this one cancel, and 2x minus x is going to give us a 2 only, and x plus 2 equals 1 over 12. So this is going to give us x plus 2 equals 24, and when we expand this, it becomes minus 24 over 24 0. That means once we factorize this, so we get x square plus 6x minus 4x minus 24 equals 0. X is common, x plus 6, and x plus 6 copied down once again, minus 4. So x minus 4, one bracket, and x plus 6 in another bracket. X equals 4, x equals minus 6. This is not acceptable. So the value of x is going to be 4. So fraction denominator is 4, numerator is 3. This is your answer for this question. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 20. When it comes to question number 20, it says the perimeter of a square and a rectangle are equal. So perimeter of a square is a 4x, we know very well, and the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times 11 centimeter plus width. So because width is not given here. Now if we expand this, it's going to be 22 plus 2w, and that means 4x minus 22 equals 2w, or we can say w equals 2x minus 11, dividing everything by 2. So this is going to be the equation for the width. Now area says, area condition is different. Area condition is something like area of a square is x square, and 11 times 2x minus 11 is 4 more. So when simplified, it gives us 22x minus 11 times 11 is a 121 plus 4. So x square is equals to 22x, and this is giving us minus 117. This becomes a quadratic equation, minus 22x minus 117 equals 0. Now since this is a quadratic equation, we can use factorization, because 13 times 9 is equals to 117. So we will be using minus 13x and minus 9x. These two gives us a minus 22, and when multiplied together gives us 117. 13 times 9 is 117, and minus 13 and minus 20 minus 9 gives us minus 22. So 117 equals 0, and here x is common. X minus 13 is first factor, and minus 9 will be added here. So x minus 9 and x minus 13 are going to be two factors. X minus 13 equals 0, and x minus 9 equals 0, and x minus 13 also equals 0. So x equals 9 or x equals 13. So 13 is the side of a square. Square is a 13 or 9. This is the end of this exercise, and taking you back to where we started. So very soon I'll be uploading exercise 33, which is going to be very different from here, because in there linear equations and linear simultaneous equations are going to be solved. Thank you very much for watching. Wish you all the best for your success, and please do share and subscribe to this channel.